Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Resident Evil Director's Cut. So last time, the shit hit the fan really bad. We had our first meeting with the snake boss, and let's just say it didn't go over very well as I got myself eaten. And so, in that, we decided to step away from it momentarily. I actually got my facts mixed up a little bit. I had thought that for some reason that was the second encounter that we were supposed to have with that snake, even though it is not, and one of my viewers clarified that for me, because I thought that the one that you deal with upstairs in the other room with the hole in the floor where you meet Barry is the first one, but apparently it's not, so just clearing that up for you real quick. So, there's one more small errand that we need to run before we go back and deal with the snake again, because we're going to do that. So we're going to drop off these mixed herbs and this sun crest, because we don't need it just yet. So we'll be making one more trip back here as well. So I'm trying to do this as efficiently as possible. But we have one more little room that we need to go search in, since we have the armor key now, as we did not do that beforehand. So it'll be all good in the hood. I'm feeling super good about this. I have a really good feeling about today's episode. I think we're going to get a lot of stuff done. I'm just really hoping that we can beat that fucking snake on the first try, because that part always gets me. If there's one thing that I'm not particularly good at in this game, is I'm not very good in these boss encounters. So we'll have to see how it goes. But there's a nice, very important item that we'll be finding in here, primarily in this room here. But I've got a story to tell you guys, and I think I'll wait until after we deal with the snake boss to tell it, because it is one of the most ridiculous things. Here's that lighter, by the way, that we were looking for. For some reason, I always think that that's like an ink ribbon just sitting there. I don't know why, because it doesn't even look like one, but that's what I keep thinking. So we'll take that for sure. We're going to need all of those that we can get. And then there's a red herb over there. We don't need that, so we can leave this room now. But it's the kind of... Actually, you know what? I'll just tell you right now. I think I'll just tell you right now. That way I don't have to worry about telling it later. But it's the kind of thing that it makes me want to move to a different planet, because this one is so fucking broken in that sense. I can't stand it. So what we got here is we've got this this little fish tank. And what we're going to need to do with that is we can't push that with our own womanly strength. But luckily, it seems that someone has searched here already. It appears to be a switch. Will you push it? Well, of course I will. I mean, what kind of man would I be if I didn't? That big blue beetle makes all the water drain out of that tank so that we can actually move it around. How awesome is that? So, what we need to do... First of all, there's a little memo over here. Let's go check that out. Researcher's will. It's a letter. The top of the letter is missing. The remaining says, "Yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I could only delay the process by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forget about you more by the day, so I chose a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. Within an hour, I will have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn." What a weird last name. Crackhorn. Guy had it pretty rough. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to push this thing over here. That way we can push the old bookcase over here. Or not. Did that wrong. I always do that wrong. I don't know why. Every fucking time. That's exactly why we moved that fish tank over there. Okay, will you take the explosive rounds? Yes, I will, but we're not going to be using those right now. That's just a nice little thing to have for later. So, this story, I think I might have just enough time to tell it before we're out of time with that boss fight, but there is... I don't remember what state it's from. I think it's in California. This happened yesterday. I read it and it just totally blew my mind. Actually, let's go use this lighter first real quick. There is something we can do with that. He's a Little League baseball coach, so with that knowledge, that means that he is, you know, he's coaching kids that are probably, oh, I don't know, probably no older than maybe 14. And so he's actually suing one of his players. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, by the way. You light a fire in the fireplace, and then the heat makes the ink show up. How cool is that? It's a map of the second floor. Will you take it? Of course. Now this door over here, this is the door that I was thinking of with the whole other encounter thing. We'll deal with that later. That's going to be much further on. It kind of all came back to me after my viewer had told me about that. I just, like, this switch came on. I was like, oh yeah. So this coach is suing one of his players one of his players, one of these 13 or 14-year-old kids, for over $500,000. Like, 500,000 as in 500, comma 000 in dollars. And so with that, you're probably thinking, well, what the fuck could have possibly happened that he would be suing a kid for that much money? And I will tell you, because this is what really just fucking stuck in my craw. All right, let's dump this thing off here. We're not necessarily going to need it, but things that we will need. Fuck, I really don't want to hold on to that right now, but I feel like I have to. Okay, we're gonna be coming back to this spot anyway, so we're gonna dump off the Beretta and the clip. I know it sounds kind of crazy because there's not a lot of ammo left in here, but there's actually going to be a box of shells in that boss encounter room, so that'll help us out a little bit, because we're gonna need to have some mixed herbs. Also, we are going to need the bazooka. So, good old Bazooka Joe. I never liked bazooka gum. I know that it came with like the little, was it the little comic things or was it the little like tattoos? I don't remember which one that was, but the flavor of the gum, it kind of reminded me of like fruit stripe gum. Like it was super tasty for like 0.5 of a second, and then all of a sudden it was just like eating a piece of chalk. Just nothing. You're just like, yay! Aww. So, back to the story before we're out of time for me to tell it. He's suing one of his kids for a whole shitload of money, and his reasoning for it is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard. So, apparently what happened is, in a game, it was like a tie game, and one of his players hit a walk-off hit. And so, he was rounding third, and like any excited person in the world that does something like that, he decided to take his helmet off and throw it. Which, you know, how hard can a kid of that age throw something like that? He throws his helmet up in the air, and you know, a whole bunch of commotion was going on. When the helmet came down, it hit the guy in the foot, and it damaged his Achilles tendon. And so now he's suing that kid for inadvertently hitting him with that. And so that's what's going on. I mean, is that not the most fucking retarded thing you've ever heard? All right, we've used the mansion key. We don't need it anymore. Now, I'm trying to remember, because I think that there's something you can unlock in this game if you hold on to all of the discardable items. I'm not going to do it, but if anybody remembers, can you tell me what that was? Because I'd have to imagine there's got to be something. Oh, fuck. No. No, I didn't mean to do that. Son of a bitch. Well, that's what that is. We'll just have to go dump that thing off at another spot. I think there's something in this door. Wasn't this the room where we needed to use the lighter? I think it was. It sure was. Ha ha ha. Might as well get the use out of that lighter before we don't need to do it. Alright. Yeah, there's an ink ribbon on the table there, which we don't really need it. Alright. Let's have a look-see here. I think that there are more rounds in here. Aha. More acid rounds. Lovely. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to need those. Not right now, at least. It's okay. It's actually a good thing that we have those, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that just the 6 rounds out of the bazooka is going to be enough. So having those there will actually be nice, and it'll free up a bag space. So that's cool. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. He's actually going to sue that kid, and the worst part is that when he takes it to court, I guarantee you there's going to be some stupid-ass, corrupt judge and lawyer that's totally going to make that work out. And so this kid's going to get fucked over, and his parents are going to be broke as shit for life because of that. That's why I can't believe that there's actually people in the world that would do that kind of thing. Is that not just the most fucked up thing you've ever heard? Oh, God. Go, 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 Jill, what are you doing? Fuck. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna be in big trouble. Okay, we're already poisoned, but at least we're okay in that sense. Okay, so that's all of those, but now we can combine it with this, and that's probably gonna speed up the process a little. Fuck. Okay. Whew! We got out of that alive. I mean, the music's gone, so that's kind of our little, it's like our little indicator of knowing that we succeeded. However, it was not a very clean way of doing that, unfortunately. Here's those shotgun rounds that I was telling you, by the way. Yikes. Now, back where he was, we got the final crest in that little puzzle. Good old moon crest. So now we're going to have to try to go back. I really hope that we have the herbs to get us back to that room. I'm not used to finishing this boss encounter with getting bit. Usually what happens when I do these is I either end up getting myself eaten or I end up just acing the whole thing and not getting poisoned. So I actually don't know if I've ever seen this happen before. We need to get out of here. Fuck. Oh, no, don't die. Don't. I don't want to have to do this again.
Give me the serum.
Yeah, go get the serum off of Richard. He's right around the corner. God damn it. No. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God. Okay, it's part of a plot point. Barry? Was that you? I'm assuming it was Barry because of the fingerless gloves. I've actually not seen this happen before. Okay, obviously we're okay because the piano's going. I literally, that's the first time I've ever had this happen. Like I said, I either end up dying, or every time I ever beat it, I always go through it like completely unscathed. And we didn't have any blue herbs on hand, so I couldn't cure the poison. So, actually went over better than I thought it would. We're still alive. So wait, what does our health look like right now? Is it like, are we totally good to go, or what's going on here? Oh my God, this is awesome! We came out of that perfect. So, I'm assuming it was Barry, because Barry doesn't like to really hang out with us at all. I mean, he just likes to go his own way all the time. You can go your own way. I don't think we need that at all. I don't think we need that lighter for right now, which is fine. The thing I hate the most, though, is trying to get all this stuff arranged the way I want it. If you guys have seen my Resident Evil 2 and 3 Let's Plays, then you know exactly how anal I get about this stuff. So let's put the clip there, and then we'll get the shotgun, and the shells, and then we definitely won't need the other key, because I was stupid enough to not get rid of it. And then we'll need the moon crest, and then we'll need the sun crest. And then I don't think we'll need anything else. I think we're good on all that stuff. Okay, now, with all that in mind, we are actually going to be done with the mansion for a little bit. We're going to be stepping outside to go place all of these crests. So, hooray for all that shit. Let's go do that really quick, and that'll probably be all the time that we have for today. Hey, look at this guy. I thought I'd killed him, but apparently I didn't. And down he goes. Let's reload. I'm going to go around him, because I'm not particularly convinced that he's dead. But I guess he was. So yeah, dude, I can't believe that kind of thing would even happen. Like, really? You're gonna sue a kid for that much money because your Achilles tendons fucking suck ass? Like, how the hell are you gonna have an Achilles tendon that pretty much explodes off of getting hit by a falling helmet? It's not like they weigh that much. Like, how greedy is that fucking guy? What do you do? Wait a minute, this is the piano room, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, okay. Okay, I remember where we have to go. We have to go to the other side. That's right. I know, it's kind of not the most, well, I mean, it's about the only route that we can take. We could have taken the upstairs route, but I don't think that one of them would have been really any faster than the other, so I guess it's fine. So, yeah, I mean, if it were me, like, just fucking suck it up and be a man, you know? Like, I understand, you know, blowing out your Achilles tendon fucking sucks. Like, it's happened to my dad a couple of different times. But you don't sit there and try to milk a bunch of money out of a kid's family just because, you know, you have shitty bodily problems. You can't handle stuff like that. That's just a cheap-ass thing to do. But, that's life. What do you do? Sometimes things are out of your control. So, what we're going to try to do, in a very, very time-efficient fashion, is we're going to run over here and put those crests in the door. And then once that happens, then we will call it good. Because it'll actually be in a nice, safe area to do that. So, it'll be good, though. I'm very, very satisfied with what we got done today. I wasn't expecting that encounter with that snake boss to go over. I mean, it wasn't exactly the cleanest thing in the world, but it wasn't the worst either. And we didn't die. That's really all that I was hoping to not have happen, was that. So, I mean, fuck a dog here, fuck a dog there. When Yukon shoots the 3, then you better light the candle, because pickled toe jam is a sin. So, fucking dogs. No, we're just going to go right around him, because he's too stupid. So let's put that moon crest in there. And then to finish to finish the whole thing off, let's put the sun crest in there. Yeah. What an intricate lock system. That's what I love about games like this. Like, to think that the guy that owns this mansion actually made it to where you can't open that door unless you put 4 fucking medallions in the wall right next to it. It's just the craziest thing to think about. Alright guys, well we are in the storeroom. So when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Resident Evil Director's Cut, we're going to check some of the outer limits of the mansion, as we are not going to be in there for a little bit. So, this is your host AMF 1534 saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. You guys take care. Bye.